All right, I got this song loaded up. It's called Footloose. I'm sure you guys have heard it. And I'm going to try writing. It's not really a solo. It's going to be kind of like a, I guess kind of playing like the vocal melody and then the chorus, but make it a little bit more interesting, you know? So we'll try that. And it's probably going to be the verse. So probably this section, I'm thinking. The verse going right into the chorus. You know what I mean? And then at the end, it goes back into that. Or I don't really know what he does there, but we'll figure something out. So the first thing I do usually when I try to write a solo over a song is just kind of improvise over it and see what happens. So let's try that. I think that's the part I'm really going to start on. I'm not tuned. Either I'm not tuned or the track is a little bit higher. Actually, I'm going to pitch the track down because I think I'm in tune. That's what's cool about using Ableton. You can do stuff like that. First, I'm going to click the track. I'm going to click Warp. I'm going to change this from Beats to Complex Pro. I'm going to change the formats down to 0. And then here, I got my little pitch shifter. And I'm just going to use these like semitones. I think about 30 minus 30 should be fine. Because that sounded a little bit out of tune. Woo! There we go. This part we could probably do something really fast and then the chorus. And then at the end, we're going to go back to that little section right there. I think the chorus is going to be probably the most difficult part because, I don't know. It's just, I have a feeling it's going to be kind of hard once we get there to make it sound interesting. Because just going like, it's very boring. You know what I mean? But we'll figure that out when we get there. So first thing we got to do is get that vocal melody sounding nice. All right. And over there, I think I'm gonna go somewhere higher. It's man, what are we? I think we're in a mixolydian mode. What key are we in? See, this is what I mean. I had a video the other day where I was saying I just think in terms of shapes. Sometimes I don't even know what key I'm in. I've been playing, you know, kind of soloing, improvising over the song for a while. I don't even know what key I'm in. Hey, I should have known. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so we're in the key of A, and I think it's A mixolydian. And I know it's mixolydian because I have that flat 7 there. Which you can get some pretty cool sounds over that. So I'll play the melody a little bit, and then what I'm trying to focus on is phrasing it in a really nice way, because just playing the melody on its own would sound like this. But nobody wants to hear that. You want to make it fun. You want to have a little bit more movements. I think we're going to do a lot of bending, maybe some slides, some hammer-ons and stuff, to make it sound a little bit more interesting. And then maybe we'll stick in some fast notes. And I'm not going to stick to the melody too closely. I'll probably play the melody exact in the first like bar or two. And then I'm going to do a little bit of some mixolydian stuff. I want to bend to that note right there. I think that would sound really nice. which is that's a flat 7. That's like the Mixolydian note. Nice stuff there. We're gonna end with that thing, but we'll make it cool. I think what I'll do is once I figure it out, the main solo and everything, I'm gonna go and put this into an app called Moises or Moises. I don't know how to pronounce it, where you can take out like parts of the actual song, and I'm gonna take out the guitar, the rhythm guitar. So, because I want to play the guitar here. Where was it? That part. I want to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna play a little bit over that verse and try and get like a nice first melody. See what we can do. Ooh, messed that up. Wrong note. So I think I like that. I like doing the bend to the note, and then I hammer on to that note. So like the main melody is. So I'm gonna bend to that first note. Then I'm gonna like do like a tight hammer on to that second note, and then probably hammer on to the third note. So I got, and then I'm gonna probably do a little pull off here. All 3 notes going down to the G string. I think that sounds cool. That's cool too, but I think that's a little bit too much in the first half. You don't want to give too much away when you first start the melody. You want to play the melody a little bit kind of exact, get people to understand what you're doing. You know, people know the song, they'll be like, oh yeah, he's just playing the melody there. Maybe the second time I can add the little, maybe embellish it a little bit more. But right off the start, you want to kind of stick to the main melody. I think I'm good with that. Maybe bend to that last note. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I like that. Let's record that. Yeah. Something about that I don't like. Maybe that last bend is a little weak. Curious how you decided to go with Ableton. I've been on Logic, but want to go away from being Mac dependent. I used to use Pro Tools religiously, and I thought Pro Tools was the best. You know, you go to big studios and everybody's using Pro Tools. And then I started working with a bunch of producers when I left Berkeley, or a few years after I left Berkeley. I was using Pro Tools for a while, and they were using Ableton. And when I first looked at it, I was like, it looked completely different. I wasn't into it. And yeah, over time, I was just working with them for so long. I started learning it. I ended up getting the program, and it was just so easy. Like things that would take me like 5, 6, 7 different clicks in Pro Tools was like one button in Ableton, you know. And then I've been using it for years. I stopped using Pro Tools years and years and years ago. Pro Tools would crash all the time. Like you put a few plugins together and then it would crash. Like Ableton, I was able to do like massive productions. It was just easy to do all these cool little tricks. And yeah, I've been using Pro Tools for years. I don't know Logic. Every time, like I have buddies that use Logic. Every time I try to use Logic, like, I don't know it at all. So, and I know a lot of people have been switching to Ableton. I think Ableton's great. The newer updates on Ableton are a bit weird. I think things that used to be very easy are a little bit more complicated. Not too complicated, but like maybe 2 or 3 clicks, where before it used to be just 1 click, which is a little bit annoying, but I think it's still a great program. Okay, here we go. I don't know if I like those 2 bends there. Actually, it's pretty cool. Let's try a few other ideas. What's cool about Ableton is I have these take lanes. So every time I take a lane, they're all down here. It's not like I'm losing any of my takes. And then I can go and find like the good takes. Every time I record a solo, what I do is I record a bunch of ideas part by part by part by part. And then I'll go back and kind of relearn the entire thing. If that makes sense. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a double bend there. So the melody is very simple. The main thing that takes a while is trying to figure out the phrasing, the right things, because there's so many different things you can do. You can slide into notes. You can bend, which is what I'm doing. I got this little backwards pull off here. You know what I mean? So that's the thing that kind of takes me the longest when I'm writing these solos. And I'm just... yeah, I don't know why I spent so much time on it. Honestly, people probably don't even realize or pay attention to that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the double bend there. Okay, so let's record that part. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Try to get a better take. Started a little earlier. Cool. Now the next time I do it, let's duplicate this track so we don't, actually, let me just open a new track and copy that plugin onto there. We don't have to record over that. Okay, so we got this part. And then I gotta repeat the melody, but I want to make it a little bit more interesting this time. Maybe I'll do a little rundown. You have to make it interesting, so you don't want to stick to the melody too much. Ah, I'm on the wrong track. Oops, forgot to arm the track. Turn that up a little bit. That's too much. That would be way too much at the beginning. I'm going to probably keep it the same. That might be kind of cool, maybe a bit much. That's kind of cool, going up to the octave. Let's try that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's record that. No, that was stupid. I don't like it. Let's hear it. It's too... just sticking to that melody is a little too boring there. Let's see if I can think of another idea. Maybe overbend there, might be. That's too much. I might do like just a lick at the end, like so you get a little bit of the melody with the first two notes. Go into the octave and put some multiple bend notes too. Let's try that. Maybe an octave. I don't have enough frets there too. I don't have enough frets there. I like that. I like going. Maybe then go to the octave. I love that. I love going the. So that's a little bit more interesting. And then that octave there. I don't want to go down to the lower octave right away, or I think in general, because I want to keep up the energy of the solo and the track. And I think if we go too low, too early, or in general, especially right at the beginning, I think we might lose some of that energy. So if anything, we either stay in the same octave or go higher. I love that little lick. I just don't know how to. Ow, I hurt my hand. I don't know how to get out of it. Let's try a bunch of ideas. Oh, that's kind of cool. Forgot what it did. Okay, so let's try that. I like that. Woo! Okay, I think that's the one. I find that to be a bit of a myth where the higher pitch equals higher energy. I don't know if it's look, it's not a rule, okay? I wouldn't say it's a myth. It's not a rule when people say it, like, you know, if you want higher energy equals higher octaves. But a lot of the times when you're playing something in a certain octave and you want a little bit of a boost of energy, sometimes adding that octave just gives you forward motion within your solo or within the track that you're playing, which gives the illusion of more energy, at least to me. But I wouldn't put it as a rule or a myth because it does work. I think, at least to me personally, again, it's music subjective. I think to me personally it is. It does add energy when I hear it, but you're right. Sometimes it doesn't quite work. I think that's the one. The only thing I'm hearing here is instead of that, I'm hearing maybe doing like a faster lick, like just adding like more notes. Like that. I don't know if that might be a bit too much. Something like that. Might be a little too much. No, that's way too much. I don't know. I think that's the one. I think we might keep that for now, and then we'll go back to it. By the way, if you guys end up sticking around for a while, you'll see how annoying this gets, listening to the same thing over and over and over again. I'm used to it. I can listen to it for hours over and over again, but I know some people can get really annoyed. And just your ear. The problem is when you do that is your ear starts your ear gets fatigued, so you start making like pretty bad judgment with things because you can't hear it for what it is. That's why it's good to write stuff, especially if it's at night. Wake up the next day and listen to it again. A lot of times I'll be like, ooh, that was a really bad idea there. I don't know why I thought it sounded good, but I think I like that. I think we're going to go for that. It's a bit basic. I might change it. I don't know. Sounds a bit, I don't know. What do you guys think? The other thing I can do is add a harmony an octave higher. So, or even a full harmony there. So let's just show you what I mean. Let's open up a new track. Duplicate that plugin on that track. I'll show you what I mean. Like that. You know? And then maybe add a harmony for that. I don't know how that would sound. How's that? Is that too much? What do you guys think? Let's lower that a little bit. Might be a bit much. Actually, it's kind of cool, no? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that. I don't love it. Again, I don't like that whole area in general, but what DAW do you use? This is Ableton. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna come back to this. I don't like it, but we'll come back to it. Back to this track. So over here now, I can get a little bit more creative. We've already established the melody. I've played it twice already. I still want like the skeleton of the melody to be there, but I can like go a little bit more crazier with the embellishments and start playing around with the melody and kind of leave it a little bit and make it a little bit more interesting. Start like playing around with more licks. How do you make your guitar sound so good with all this sustain and low gain? What is the secret? I don't know. It's just a really good plugin. I got the volume turned all the way up. I'm on the bridge pickup for here. You're right. There's not a lot of gain on this. I'm using like the crunch sound. Where is it? A little bit of overdrive pedal and... Oh, you guys can't see this. I just realized you guys can't see when I open up. You guys can't see the plugin right now, right? This whole time I was... showing you guys a plugin. I just realized you can't see it. Okay, 1 second. Let's see if I can figure this out. Add. Let's see. Okay, let's see if this works. Sorry, just give me a second. No, it doesn't work. I don't know why. That is really weird that you guys can't see the plugin. Anyways, I'm using the Plini plugin. I thought you guys can see it when I open it up. I don't know why it's not showing. I guess it only shows you the main Ableton window, but That's really weird. Yeah, it doesn't show up. Anyways, yeah, I'm just using the Plini plugin, the Plini Archetype plugin by Neural DSP. I'm on the crunch sound, not too high, not too low, with the gain kind of in the middle. But yeah, it just sounds good. I don't know. It's a guitar, you know. You gotta find that sweet spot. One thing I'm doing here, okay, if it comes to phrasing and it comes to the way I pick, I'm in between a pinch harmonic and a normal pick, and that kind of helps me get that like, kind of like an overtone in the sound. So I'm holding the pick a lot closer. I'm holding it like I'm about to do a pinch harmonic, but I don't go full pinch harmonic. It's like in between a normal pick note and a pinch harmonic. Well, if that makes sense. So I'm getting like this really, really nice tone instead of, whoops, just like a basic normal. That with the way I have the like the plugin mix and everything, you get this really nice. Okay. I don't like those that harmony. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this next part. Let's try and figure this out. Sometimes instead of just playing, I'll just kind of let it run through and see if in my head I can think of like a melody or see where I think it's gonna go. Like, I don't want to stray too far away from the melody, but also don't want to play the melody again because it gets too repetitive. I don't know. That's kind of cool. I don't love it, but when you get mad, do you just do a random arpeggio? Like when the piano starts? Yeah, pretty much. When I get upset, or maybe I'll just kind of go like, you know, just start kind of wailing. Maybe not an arpeggio or sweep, but maybe a bunch of hammer-ons and pull-offs and just picking really fast. But okay, we're not there yet. A lot of times when I'm procrastinating, when I can't figure something out, I'll just start improvising over the track over and over and over again for like half an hour and just waste time because I can't come up with something. But let's try this. What did we have before? I forgot it. Oh, it was like Sometimes if I forget it, I just say to myself, I was like, you know what, it wasn't good enough. If I forgot it, then it wasn't good enough. And especially if I can't hear it again. If I can't hear it again, then there's a better melody that I should find. Yeah, see, I keep going back to that. I keep going to that beginning. I don't want to do that. I want to go somewhere completely different. That's why I like the... I can play without the track. As soon as the track plays, I can't. There we go. Let's record that for a second. Nah, I don't think this is it. If anything, I gotta hit those bends twice. That makes more sense. Woo. Okay. I don't know where to go from there. I think that's like the idea I want to do. I want to play like a little tiny thing and then do like a big lick, because I want to introduce something fancy and interesting pretty early on. I don't want to wait too long until I have a little lick, because after this I'm going to play the melody of the next section pretty much as is. I'm not going to go too fancy with that. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do. Love that. Let's hear it back. Okay, let's try that again. That's kind of cool. Ooh, that's kind of... It's a nice lick, no? A little cowboy lick. That's a cool thing. Like, you keep messing around and then you discover things like you didn't even know you could play. That's a sick lick. I just don't know what the timing there would be. That's pretty fast. Nah, it's too much. I'm just gonna listen to it a few times, see if I can figure something out, because I don't like any of that. Maybe the higher bend you were doing earlier, and then do that cowboy lick. Let's see. What was the higher bend? It was I just can't get to that in time because I'm going. I don't want, because here's another phrasing thing. Because I'm hitting it already twice and I'm raking the strings, I don't want another percussive bend. So I'm thinking of sliding into it, like going, oops, which is cool. The problem is I don't have enough distortion to get, well, that sounded pretty good. I feel like in the track when I do it a little bit faster, the distortion's a little bit weak to get that full on, where I can use the sustain from that last bend into that slide and have it stay like a full note. If that makes sense. Whoa, okay, what if we went... And then we'll do like a slick lick going down. What about that? What do you guys think of that? Is that good? Not that exactly, but like something like that. I see a few benefits with doing that, because if we do that, we're venturing into an area we haven't hit that. We're going to the higher frets, which we haven't even touched yet. Sounds good to you? All right, this might be it. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Maybe a lot of few notes instead of, which we've already done. We've already got, every time we start any of these phrases, we're going. So even if this one, if I go higher and I go, I'm still pretty much following the same thing. So instead of that, I'm going to add an extra note. I'm going to go. It's subtle, but I think it'll make it a little bit more interesting. We gotta figure out like a really fast lick going down. Not that. But. Okay, something like that. I think that's way better. I don't even remember what we had before, but I think that's way better. I'm really happy with that. Let's save that. Yeah, that's sick. Maybe not the two bends at the end, but that's cool. You see how long it took to get to like a phrase that we like? That's the thing. You gotta keep trying different things and don't settle for something. You know, at least I don't. I don't settle for a phrase I'm not super happy with. Sometimes I'll record something I'm not like 100% on, and eventually it grows on me. That's fine. But usually when that happens, like the next morning I'll wake up and I'll realize I was like, nah, that's not it. I gotta figure out some stupid, like a really fast lick here. Woo! I'm getting hungry. Ah. I gotta get to that note. Yeah. As I said before, we're in the key of A mixolydian, so that's pretty much the scale I'm kind of descending here, if you were curious. Technically, the scale shape that I'm playing right here is 3-note per string G Lydian, because G Lydian shares the same notes as A mixolydian, because it all comes from the D major scale. Even though we're in the key of A. That's why it's important to understand and learn your modes and the sounds of them, because we're still in the key of A. We're not in the key of D. It has nothing to do with D, but technically the major Ionian mode would be D for A, if that makes sense. Anyways. Can't play. When this is playing, I can't you can't hear this track, so I gotta go. That's why I'll have multiple kind of tracks open of the same sound. And then this is what I do. I record it part by part by part by part, and then eventually I'll kind of just relearn everything, fix certain things, because I recorded part by part by part, sometimes the ending of one part and the beginning of the first part are kind of hard to play. So once I try to learn the entire thing, I'll probably like add certain things, licks or slides or little nuances to make it easier, and then I'll record the entire thing. Are you in a band, and where are they playing? In Ottawa? Oh, and when are they playing in Ottawa? When are you playing in Ottawa? No, I'm not in a band. I'm not in a band. Everything I'm doing is just online. So I have no plans of playing in Ottawa anytime soon. But if I do put a band together, I will probably play a show in Ottawa. It's not too far. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah. The problem is I gotta get into that like that B section or that pre-chorus. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record the pre-chorus first, because I gotta know where it starts. Because there has to be, when I play that fast lick, there needs to be enough time for me to play the ending of that fast lick and slide into the beginning of the B section. So let's record that B section first. Figure out those chords, but let me do that again. Cool. So we got that part. I'm gonna move that down to the other track, and now let's try and figure out a fast lick. Or though, in some of the other takes, didn't we have a fast lick somewhere? Wow, that was a bad take. What is that? So what's cool about Ableton is I can cut this, I hit this, I press enter, whoop, and it jumps to the top. I don't know if you saw that. And now I can hear it in context with the other one. They have nothing to do with each other, but let's see what this one sounded like. Woo! That was pretty sick. What am I doing there? Oh, I didn't even think about starting that way. Okay, so let's just try a couple of ideas. Oops. Let's try a couple of different ideas. I don't know what I'm going to do here. That's way too much. I got to make sure I hit this note. I was going to do it like a lick like. But after hearing that note and all the other ones that were in all the other licks I was playing, I think we got to get to that highest note. Sounds cool. I know I don't mind doing a sequence like that, which to me sounds very, very basic. As long as I end it in a really cool way and do a lick that's a little bit more unique. This is where it gets tough. The faster licks, coming up with like the faster licks, gets a little bit more complicated, not because it's fast, but because I don't want them to sound too mediocre, even though a lot of times they do, because it's just like a scale going down. But hi Roy, what guitar plugin do you use? I'm using the Neural DSP Plini archetype for this one. Oh, that was cool. Okay, so what I did there that was different, I kept going down on the one on the B string, because before, if you notice, every time I kind of got stuck, I was sticking to this one scale shape, kind of going down and playing around this area. And what I was trying to do in my head is somehow get to this A note right here on the A string, but I was too far away. And what I did there without realizing was I went and I played a sequence on the B string, which kept moving me down in positions until I got to this area, and then I could easily go and end on that A, if that makes sense. I really appreciate your commitment to one guitar. I get hung up on gear sometimes, and it's really the important thing I want it to be. Great playing. Thank you. Honestly, if I had the money growing up, I would have bought 1 million more guitars, you know? So it was just kind of like it was the only guitar I had, and then just kind of fall in love with it. And then now that, you know, that I get guitars sent to me and buy more guitars and stuff, I just keep gravitating back to this one. It just feels really, really great. There's a few issues with it here and there, like the screw keeps getting loose. I gotta get that fixed, but it's all right. Anyways, you guys get what I was doing there? That's why kind of going down on that one B string was a pretty cool idea. What's that, lick again? I think it'll sound good to end on that A note. I know it sounds a bit basic, but I think that's the one. Oh, okay, I can do that. See, earlier I kept trying to do this because it's a lick I really, really like. It comes from Stevie Ray Vaughan, by the way. That type of thing. The thing is, I kept wanting to hit this note as well. But I just realized I can actually hit that note first. And as soon as I hit that next string on the B string, then I can, or that next note on the B string, then I can play that lick that I wanted. And then somehow figure out a way to get to that A. So let's see what we got here. I should have recorded that. That was perfect. Shit. That's why you should always be recording. I don't even know what I did there. Damn. Oh my god, damn. That was like the perfect lick. Oh my god. Too many bends here. See where the end is going. I don't have time to hit 2 bends. I'm just gonna cut that back so it doesn't clash with what I'm about to play. Oh my god. I don't even know what I did before. That was a perfect lick because it did everything I wanted to do up here, and we ended on that A. You can review the YouTube video to review what you did. I will after, yeah, but we'll figure out something else. How do I get to that note? even know if I have enough time to hit all those notes. I'm gonna start recording this. I like the beginning part. Actually, if we go back to that last recording, or this one, or one of these. Like, I like the beginning. I don't like the like this whole area is a little bit too basic to me. This whole ending needs to be more exciting, more interesting. All right, let's see what the chat's saying. Descend one more scale shape to the B. Maybe we can do that. Okay. Something like that. That's the part I don't like. So I'm going, I'll show you exactly what I don't like in this. Doing that 3 times to me is way too much. That sounds way too, like, it's way too repetitive. I don't know where to go from there. I might not have a choice. Oh, that was cool. Okay, so what I did there is I just jumped. That's one thing you can do, is just jump to a whole shape. Sometimes I'm always trying to kind of like figure out a way to get to the next shape when I realize you can just jump. It doesn't always work, but it's one idea. String skipping? I don't know. Let's try that. I don't think I'm going to do string skipping. I think I'm just going to jump shapes. I think that works. So I can jump shape. I get to the 14th fret. I just got to figure out how to get to that A. Woo, I think we got it. I think that's it. Now we just got to get it up to speed. What do you guys think? Is that the one? I think that's the one. Boy, when you're not recording, YouTube is still. That's true. Good to know. I think this is it. When will your speed builder go on sale again? Actually, very soon, because I'm going to be raising my prices. Haven't raised my prices since I launched, and I've been adding so much stuff over the years. So before I raise the prices, I'm going to do another sale. Give people some time to get it on sale with the normal price, and then raise the price. Because after this, I might be moving to a monthly membership type of thing, where we're going to be doing like lives, like live interactions like this, and where I can critique people's solos, kind of like a community type of thing, kind of like Patreon, but different. But I'll talk to you about that a different time. Oh my God, did I forget the line? No, okay, that's perfect. So this line has everything that I wanted. It has a bend at the beginning. We're hitting that last note, which I really wanted to do. We also have this, that Stevie Ray Vaughan little like trill thing. And we're able to I ended up jumping positions here with my first finger instead of doing the, which I really didn't want to do because it just sounded too basic. Basic's not the right word. I don't know what word to use there, but it just sounded like, I don't know, it just wasn't interesting. Didn't sound nice to me. Nothing against that sequence. I use that sequence all the time, but it just didn't work there. So I'm jumping positions, and then from here, I'm playing a nice little lick that gets me right to that A note, which I wanted to get to. Now we just gotta get that up to speed. Oh, that's gonna be hard. I don't think I'll be able to play that. That jump is weird when you're playing it fast. I can't. I'm adding in that the slide back at speed is giving me one extra note, and then I have one extra note that I don't need in the entire sequence. And when I'm playing it slow, it's just 2 notes, but for some reason when I'm playing it fast, there's an extra note in there. So the solution here is I'm not going to pick. I might actually do a slide back or a pull off or hammer on or some type of thing where I don't need to pick to save myself from that extra note, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but let's just record that, an idea of that real quick so we don't forget what it sounds like. Okay. Let's hear everything over again. Grab what the whole thing sounds like. So this lick is too long. That's why it's good to sometimes hear it in context. I did another video like this that I can't release yet because I was recording a solo for a client, and I was like, you know what, let me record the entire process. It took me 3.5 hours to write a solo for someone, but I recorded the whole thing. So whenever that song is out, I'll put this up on YouTube because it's really, really cool to see the whole process. And you're going to see there's a section in there for like a half an hour. I'm writing this really cool section, and then I listened to the whole thing and I was like, wow, it doesn't work. And I end up deleting it and writing something completely different. But this is why it's important to not just work on, just listen to the one section at a time. Because to me, that lick sounded fine. It sounded good. I worked on it slow. Then we got it up to speed. And then when I hear it in context, I realize it's too long. I want the lick to end. I'll show you where I want the lick to end. Bam, right there. And we have a bunch of more notes. You know what I mean? So like if I just cut this real quick and move it, like this is where it should end. Bam. And that gives me enough time to do like a little type of thing and then get ready for that. If that makes sense. We're kind of following the vocal line. If it's too long, if the lick is too long, something about it doesn't make sense. Or maybe we can keep it long if it had a different ending. Something to think about as well, but let's mess around with some ideas. Add a dive bomb to help fill the shape. Yeah, that's a great idea. Killer idea. Something like that. It might not work, but we'll see. keep playing. It's too long. I gotta end on the E string there. We don't even need to go to the other section. All this time I've been trying to get to the other section. I gotta end on the E string, A note, and then slide back and then do something. So now we gotta figure out a lick that gets me there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just play all the notes down because that sounds boring. Sometimes you don't have a choice because everything sounds better fast anyway, so. What do you guys think of that? Is that too much? Is that, why is this? Okay, let's just keep that. Let's record over it so at least it saves as a. Saves as a take. Is that a lick or a scale? That's a scale. I'm just kind of going down. I'm going down Mixolydian scale. Although technically it's in the shape of a G Lydian, but if we're thinking in terms of 3-note per string shapes, but the notes are from a Mixolydian. Short phrasing hold on a note in the middle of the run of for a small breath. Let's try that. Something like that. Let's try it slow. You should use the neck pickup. Let's see if I can get to the neck pickup. You're right though, usually when I do a fast lick like that, I do move to the neck pickup. But sometimes just because the way it is in the solo, I just end up staying on the bridge the entire time. See if the neck pickup would work for this. That part before. Roy, your shorts pushed me to work harder on my lead playing. Thank you for being not just a great musician, but also sharing everything with us and creating a community. Thank you, James. I really appreciate that. It's very nice to hear. Yeah, I guess I could switch to the neck pickup there. I could switch to the neck pickup. We'll see. We'll try it. I'd rather get the lick down first, and then we can figure out the pickup. Let's try that. I think I like the idea of adding like a little bit of breath in the middle and holding a note. Yeah. like that? What do you think? Oh, that's kind of cool. Cut this back a bit. Actually, I'm going to take that last bend out completely so I can play it. That. I don't know what you're saying that to. I don't remember what I did. Was it that thing when I went higher? That was cool, right? I forgot what it was. And I didn't record it. Hey Roy, maybe try putting 2 pinch harmonics in the middle of the lick. Basically replacing 2 of the normal notes in the middle for pinch harmonics without necessarily changing the tempo. I can't do that if it's too fast, but also it's harder to play pinch harmonics when you're playing this high. Pinch harmonics are a lot harder to get to ring out when you're playing very, very like as high as the fretboard gets. They're a lot easier down here. They work here as well. I guess they work. You just got to find them. You got to find them on the fretboard. I mean on the string. We just not do a fast lick and call it a day? Should we give up? What do you think? I think we had something there. I think I like doing the, I don't know if you guys heard it, where I kind of pause in the middle. That was cool. The, go back to that bend note, if that made sense. Right there. Scale down, end it with a pinch harmonic, tremolo bar. If I can get to a note where I can do a pinch harmonic, maybe. Is it too much to hit that bend again? I don't know. We're going to have to hit it in the context of the solo. So we'll do that in a second. Let me just record it real quick. See what that sounds like. Does that work? What do you guys think? Or is that too much to hit that bend again? So the bend I'm talking about is we have it here. There it is. And then we have it there again. I think that might work, no? What do you guys think? Have to lean into it, kind of works. I don't love it. Let's try something else. I'm just going something completely different. So the cool thing when you're writing is you can go completely different places than what. So I keep trying to kind of stay in this area. Just for a few seconds or a few minutes, let's just try going somewhere completely different. I'm going to go down an octave. And see what happens when we do that. And then we'll try maybe going down somewhere in the middle. Let's just try something completely different for a second. And if we don't like any of that, we'll go back and stick to like a fast lick up here. Let's try that. Here's what it'll sound like in context. I think that's the one. What do you guys think? That's pretty sick, no? I'll play like a faster lick here. I think that's the one, right? Woo! Oops. No. I missed it. I think that's the one. Oops. I just gotta figure out like a cool like that. Woo! Okay, that's cool. Right there. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, that's much better. Sometimes less is more. Flows into the first riff. The blue note. Add the blue note. Okay, we'll add the blue note in there. Do you play your solo in a systematic way? I'm new here. Welcome. I don't know if there's really a systematic way. No, I'm just kind of like trying out different things. I was literally going to say go lower, but I didn't want to sound like a critic. No, man, it's all good. It's all good. You guys should tell me, give me your ideas. It's cool. But this is what I mean. Like, always try out different things. So for me, if I'm getting stuck on a certain thing and it's just nothing's working out, that's when I'll kind of stop. And it takes a while because like it's hard to think about because you're like, you think it's there and you keep trying and trying and trying and trying, but you gotta kind of stop yourself and say, wait a second. Maybe I got to go somewhere completely different. And that's where you kind of open up the neck, see what you can do. And I think I did that by accident. I was getting frustrated. I tried something and by accident, I kind of like, my hand dropped down and I played a lick here. And right away in my head, I was like, that's why I was like, hold on, let's just try something. I knew it was like, this might work. And it did right away. It sounded pretty cool. Something like that. Just gotta get that proper pitch harmonic. That one right there. Maybe end with muting if your right-handed harmonics are going down the strings. Maybe we'll try that. Oh, just recorded over a part. Gotta figure out that last lick. What about this? What about this? Check it out. I don't have enough distortion because it's like a crunch sound. That wouldn't come out. If there was enough distortion, that would have been cool. Well, I'm gonna record that bend because it's pretty annoying to keep to keep playing it. And let's move that to the other track. That way we can just focus on that lower lick. Dive bomb instead of pinch harmonic. Something like that. I just don't like the note. I don't want the G note there. If I had like an A somewhere. Oh, I do. I didn't even realize. Nah, it's not high enough. We'll try with the G for a second. Sounds great. Can you try dive bombing the pinch harmonic? Yep, we can try that too. That's what I meant. If you were me stuck in a pentatonic box, your answer is just try other things, yeah? I mean, it depends. That's a loaded question. It depends what you mean by stuck in the pentatonic box. When you're writing a solo, yeah, like open it up to the modes and stuff. But if in general, I guess still the answer is yeah, learn your modes. If that makes sense. Always love a good pick slide. Okay, let's see where we're at. Definitely not. What about instead of going down, I went up? What do you guys think about going up there? Do you like that, or should I go down? So this is going up, and I'll play going down. That would be going up, and this is going down. This is going up. I love your thought process. I can tell you also think of lead lines in the context of the entire song, much like a producer. When I hear that harmonic and whammy coming, I can only think of Van Halen tapping next. Muting going down the strings. I hope you got that one down. I don't remember. Hope you recorded that last lick. I like going up, alternating the same feeling in the previous lick. Damn, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't remember. Up sounds better. You guys like going up, eh? Oh, no, we're all over the place. Going up. I like going down. Go lower. Up sounds better with a pitch dive. I like it if it ends the solo section, but down gives you more room to build on next. It's not the end of the solo section, because after this, there's this part. Hold on, I'll just play something random here for a second. Just to show you where this is gonna go. It goes to the B section of the solo. Going up brings a feeling that it's not gonna end. That's really good. No wah? I got the wah. We'll bring that in probably in the chorus maybe to beef up the chorus, because the chorus is gonna be tough. The chorus is pretty weak. I like up. Down sounds a little too classic bluesy to me. It's a good point. Okay, I think we're going with up. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, I'm using the Morley 2021. If I do that little Stevie Ray Vaughan thing. I don't know if I can get. What if instead of writing the pentatonics, you suddenly end up with a bend and pinch harmonic could hold the whammy doing that exaggerated vibrato? You guys really want pinch harmonics, eh? Instead of running all the pentatonics, you suddenly end up with a bend and a pinch harmonic. Maybe. Something like that? something like that. I hit that. Oh my god. Simple repeating lick. Let's hear the whole thing in context. Oh, I was waiting to hear that. So many ways you can do this. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. It's almost midnight here. We might have to leave this as part 1 and then continue this another day. What if we stayed up for a second? Let's go back to that for a second. Sounds very Satriani, I like it. Can you let us listen to it with the gap in the middle to get an idea of what it should sound like with a fill in? Sure. I'm getting tired. I think this is it. We failed the mission. I thought we'd be able to get it done. How long have we been doing this live for? Does it say anywhere? I don't know. What do you guys think of the last one? What time and day do you normally stream? Honestly, it's so random. Usually around a little, like maybe an hour or two earlier than this. Usually during the week. Sometimes I'll do it on the weekend if I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I can barely play. Let's hear from you. Obviously not with that ending, but let's see how many takes we took. That's what's cool about Ableton. You can see all the takes. Look at that. Look at all these takes. Oh my god. 63. You guys want to hear some of them? Oh, that's kind of cool. Remember when we were trying to go faster there? That's kind of cool. This is one of the earliest ones. Compare that to what we actually, let's listen to the middle one. What's this one? Whoa, that was kind of cool. It just needs to end earlier. Down. I think we have it from a different take. Maybe this one right here. Let's bring that up. We got stuck in this for like 10 hours. So true. And then this was the last thing we did. Just need an ending for that. Actually, maybe we can. I don't know, something like that. All right, I think that's it. I'm starving and I'm tired. It's almost midnight here. I think we're gonna go to sleep. What do you guys think? Which one of those 63 takes did you think was the best? When we stayed at the top, when we went to the bottom, do you like the last idea, which is like a very like majory, like reminds me of like Satch. It'd be cool if you selected a few takes and let them play at the same time for harmony. You want to hear what that would sound like? I'll show you right now. We'll do 3 because it's going to sound pretty weird. I'm just randomly going to choose a take for this one. And I'm randomly going to choose a take for this one. Here we go. Well, at least we got an intro. I'm happy with the intro. I'm happy with this part. I'm happy with that. I like this. And I hate that. So. Improvising the rest of the song. Do a little bit of improv. Anyways, I'm done. Try writing solo in the first 5 frets. Along, what if I randomly threw in Where's your student? All right, thanks for sticking around. Maybe I'll do a part 2, or maybe I'll just finish this on my own. I think it would take this long, but that's what happens when you're writing a solo, especially when you're getting different ideas from like a bunch of different people. But thanks for sticking around, appreciate it. And yeah, I'll probably leave this up, so we'll check it out. And then yeah, maybe I'll do a part 2. We'll go live maybe tomorrow or the next day. Maybe I'll just finish it tomorrow morning, I don't know. Let's hear it one more time and I'm going to sleep. Footloose. It's finger loose. I like that. All right. Good night, everybody.